Hello and welcome to another episode of Moore's Monday Minutes. I want to start off with giving a huge shout out and thank you to everybody that assisted with homecoming and making that a success. I know things were different this year with the new track. We weren't able to drive the homecoming court around. We moved it off the track to the field, which I feel like the colors of the dresses and the suits popped off that purple and gray a lot, and it was really pretty. Plus, we moved it to the beginning of the game, before the game, and I feel like that worked really well, especially for the football players that were on the court. They didn't have to be all sweaty and they were able to still look good for pictures and everything else. So thank you to all of you who helped make that a success. A few things that are going on. Number one, right here at the transportation building and maintenance barn, you'll see the rebar set in the concrete and the walls are slowly going up. So we're still waiting on the stone there, but I'm not going to say that's not our priority. Our priority is definitely the cafeteria expansion, so we can get that done first. And so this, if you see anything, I know that they're doing some little finishes and stuff in preparation for the stone and the walls, but that's kind of at a standstill for right now. The storage shed, so if you came down to the game on Friday or you've just been down to the stadium recently, you'll see they started putting up the metal beams. They do have to make some alterations. The pitch of the roof doesn't exactly match, so they're editing that and fixing it, and then once they have that done, then the roof and the walls will go on and it'll be really fast. That's going to look like a metal building for a little bit, but then once that metal building, once the stone comes in, then we'll be able to finish it and make it look nicer to match the actual field house, so it's not just going to look like a metal building. Next one, so our cafeteria expansion. In this video you'll see it still looks like much hasn't happened, but electrical wiring's been ran, HVAC's been run, and all the fire alarms have been run. So everything is set and ready, and sheetrock's going to start this week. I can't wait to show you what it's going to look like next week, and when the sheetrock's up, it's just going to look so much further along. So we're hoping that after the sheetrock is up, and then this week they're starting on the stone walls on the outside where the restrooms add-on is, and then we'll be able to just do all the tile and all the sheetrock and all the finishings on the inside. Next one is the clean out. So if you look at where the elementary was torn down, all of that is cleaned out. So there's a little bit of metal left that's being hauled off, but all the concrete's been taken, the majority of the metal's been taken, so everything is good to go. So they'll just be really prepping that surface, and we're hoping that at the very end of this semester, if not the beginning of the semester, we'll start seeing everything starting on the new elementary and the go up from there. Another project that we haven't really talked about, it's not much of a project, but if you have kids in bands, you're definitely going to be excited. We love our new marching practice field that we have behind the band hall, except it gets dark. So we are having lights installed, and they're going to be attached to the back of the band hall, and so they won't be standalones, but I know that they try to practice till 8:30, and it's been getting dark about 8 o'clock. And so those lights should be installed this week, and once those are there, then they should have plenty of light to practice whenever they want to. We have games this week. I know JV and junior high are home. We play Klondike, and then Friday is an away game to Klondike, and it's far, but please go out and support our boys. And last thing I want to talk about, we are super appreciative of all the support we've had, right? So we know that things are very different this year. We have students in portables. We are using a concession stand and basically a foyer as our cafeteria. There's a lot of logistics and movement to get all these kids to the Hornet Gym for the pep rallies. So we know that things are just in a mishap, but we also know that education and academics and instruction and student health and growth and well-being are our main focus. And with that being said, we would just want to know how we're doing. We want to get a temperature check on the community and the parents. So we, as the admin team, have put together a culture survey. It's really short. It's 10 questions. A few of the questions are just select items. A couple of them are rate us 1 to 5. And then there's some open-ended questions where you can just provide feedback. And then there's one question at the end that's not required to answer, but you are more than welcome to answer. And it is for you to give anything you want to give. So praise, critique, questions or concerns, just anything extra that you have for us that you feel might need to be addressed. So after this post, there is going to be a second post that is our culture survey, and I am begging you to please complete it. We want to know how we're doing. We want to make sure that we're meeting all the needs of our students and our families, and we know we are not experts in this. We are all swimming in new waters between construction and everything else going on, and so we are definitely constantly reflecting, and so I can honestly say we are open to all the feedback we can get. So I hope you have a great week, and we will see you next week.